Jason. So how do you pronounce your last name?
Wow. Great prep. Great show.
I've never heard anyone say it out loud.
Colthorp.
Oh, that is.
She has it on the news.
I used to watch him on the news in Lansing. So this is kind of
I'm Jason Colthorp, News 10. Coverage you can count on. I can't believe I can remember.
Wow.
Or the Lugnuts. If you do ever remember me working for the Lugnuts?
No, because I'm not. I've been to probably 3 Lugnut games my whole time in Lansing.
I still get that once in a while. People go, I remember you. So if people don't know this, before I got into TV, I was having a hard time breaking into TV, and I was trying. And there was this audition coming up for a new stadium MC at the Lansing Lugnuts, the guy who gets on the dugout and does the games. And I was like, all right, I'll go. Somebody talking to me. I go down, do a tryout, and I get a call back for another one. I was like, all right. And the guy who sent me goes, did you do your Harry Caray impression? I was like, no, I didn't.
What is this, SNL?
Right. Well, at that point, I did a couple impressions. Now I do a million.
Oh,
but I did. It was like a talent.
Yeah.
And I'm like, no. He goes, well, the owner of the team is from Chicago. I go, oh my God, what was I thinking? So I get the second chance at a tryout, and I'm like, how am I going to work this in? Because you're just going through these games and you're trying to rattle off whatever. And I see the owner kind of walking. I go, hey, check out the guy with that sombrero walking down the steps. I tell you, that guy could eat a nacho plate like anybody. How Cubs win. And it struck them. Not only did I get the job, but they created this 7th-inning stretch where I dress up like Harry Caray and sing "Take Me Out to the Ball Game."
Oh my God!
And dance and everything.
You sang.
Well, I would sing "Take Me Out" as Harry Caray.
Yeah.
I'm a Harry. How wild! Atto! Take me out to the whole thing. Crowd would get into it. They would love it. It's a big deal.
Wow.
They're on these big oversized.
We haven't even been drinking today.
I know.
But also in this realm of like, what's the most interesting job you've ever had? I mean, you probably
by a mile.
Yeah. I bet.
Few jobs allow you to ride around in a golf cart shooting hot dogs out of a hot dog cannon. Well,
yeah,
pretty sweet.
Yeah, I would say that's probably a dream.
I do that at home a lot, but yeah, you're right. No one's ever paid me to do that.
Yeah.
So first of all, everyone knows how to pronounce your last name, right?
Mine?
Yeah.
They do?
They do. That was me being.
Oh, well, the
ridiculous.
Telemarketers don't usually get it right.
Really? How would you even?
Colthorp?
Well.
Yeah, close. Hi, what can I do for you?
They're not.
It gets, the longer on my TV, the easier, the fewer.
That's kind of my point. Like, I don't even know your name's Jason. You're just Jason Colthorp. You ever do that with people like Will Ferrell? Then you're like, what's his first name? You don't think, oh, what's a Will? Do you know what I'm saying?
You're the same way for me. Liz Case.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Is that good?
Yeah.
I think so.
I think so, yeah.
Case is one of those names. I don't know. It's easy, but I never loved it growing up.
Were you in Case Hall at all? No.
No.
For some reason, I was like, Lindsay Case Hall.
No.
But that was a football hall.
You're just saying a bunch of stuff I don't know.
I was going to say, I'm not a Michigan State person either, so I knew Case Hall, but I didn't know that's where.
There was a lot of jokes about Justin Case or my cousin, Amanda Lynn Case. Amanda Lynn Case.
Mm-hmm.
What was another one? Watson D Case. That was, my cousins just spent like a whole summer trying. And I think we only got like 3 or 4 that were very good. But I do know your name. First, last, what's your middle name?
James.
Okay.
Oh,
Jason James.
And the follow-up, here it comes. Did they ever call you JJ? Indeed, they did. And that was kind of the whole point. My mom and my grandmother were determined that I would be a JJ.
Why?
Which I was. They just loved it. I have a daughter who's AJ, also Allie. It was mine. I'm the one that pushed the AJ along. But I remember vividly being like 5 years old saying, I do not like that. I want to be called Jason. And from then on, people call me Jason. And then right around high school, I was like, yeah, why'd they do that? JJ's kind of cool.
You can make it happen still.
I don't. Yeah.
Just change it on
JJ Colthorp.
Yeah, JJ Colthorp.
Let's try it now. People would think that you are like in a hostage situation. I don't see you as a JJ.
No.
You're not. You don't have the face of a JJ. So we jumped real quick into the Lugnuts thing, and you made a comment about trying to break into TV. You've got the hair for TV. I could say the face, but that seems a little forward. But the point is, what were you a voice guy originally? Because you seem like TV guy.
I was more of an energy guy because I wanted to be a sports reporter, a sports broadcaster. ESPN was always
okay.
my dream. And going back to around 1998, when I ended up at the Lugnuts, was after college trying to break into TV. I still had a little bit longer hair, but absolutely more. My face was a little pudgy. It was like I wasn't kind of taking care of myself like workout wise yet. Hadn't figured out the workout routine kind of thing. And so I was just trying to break in and was begging everyone. And the thing would be at the Lugnuts games, you see all the broadcasters covering the game. Hey, Sean, what's going on at ABC 53? Do they have anything? Hey, what's going on Channel 10? What's going on Channel 6? You beg just about everybody. No, man, nothing. No, not even Fox 47. So I would almost given up. I started looking at other things. I was thinking about trying to make it a career where I would go to like a major league stadium and do what I was doing there, which nobody did, but down the line, everybody started doing it. I could have been on the forefront of that.
Like the Pistons guy.
Yeah. Right at the last minute, a job opened up at Channel 10 in the sports department.
Okay.
They were looking for a sports reporter. And I went and cornered Tim Stout, the sports director, the legendary sports director at Channel 10 outside of his radio show. And I said, Tim, you don't know me. I gave him my 10-second elevator pitches. Okay, do me a favor, put a tape together, okay, and give it to me. Bring a file, take a walk. And anybody who is in the Lansing area knows that's Tim to a T. Long story short,
it's also a little Lorne Michaels you could sub that out for.
They bring me in. I was able to do like a kind of makeshift story. Somehow, I don't even know how they gave me this job, but it was like my pinky toe in the door. So I had a lot of high energy. And then kind of learned, baked it till I made it. And by about a year into that job, I was really feeling like I was on my feet. And then a year after that, a crazy thing happened and they wanted to move me to news.
Yeah.
Weird.
How's that? Because I get the energy as a currency thing. Like, but what do I do with it? I have that a bit. Was news like, oh,
yeah.
Like,
I didn't even watch the news. I was all sports, watching our sports, national sports, the competition. And they literally were scraping the bottom of the barrel one weekend. Our news director said to me, because everybody's gone. Everybody's out of town. Nobody can work the weekend morning newscast. We need you to anchor it. Can you do it? And I'm like, the news? In my mind, I'm like, I don't even watch the news. So I went back and I asked Stout real quick, what do you think of this? You know, any experience you get, the more versatile, the better. I was like, all right, whatever. I'll give it a go. Jacques Chirac, Vladimir Putin. And said a few names, and it went well enough. They said, hey, can you do another weekend next month? I was like, okay.
You were talking about Vladimir Putin on the local news on a weekend morning?
Yeah. And then he left and he came back.
That's a heavy
dose still
local news.
Still bringing the hits, so Putin. But then after the second one, they had a meeting, and I just remember they were calling. I said, oh. Because our morning show anchor was moving to the evenings. That's like they're going to ask me to do weekend mornings. I don't want to do this. I was all set to say no. And they said, we want you to do the weekday morning news solo. And I'm like, I wasn't ready for that. And so eventually I said yes. And it led to some evening anchoring and then further up. And I stayed there 15 years and finally made the move to WDIV in 2015.
Now look at you.
I don't let me go.
Flashpoint, you got your own
political show.
Do you ever worry that someone's gonna kidnap your mom?
Oh my gosh, no.
Is that bad?
I know. Well, it's only bad because my mom's dead. So no, nobody's gonna kidnap her.
Hey, listen.
Is this what you guys do? You try and just curate the tears?
No, I'm anti-tears.
Hey, I'm anti-kidnapping, period.
We were just talking about this.
But it's a very bizarre thing.
Like if you get famous enough, I have thought about it, like it went national, but in that one, I always wonder if they didn't realize what happened. Like it was a kidnapping kind of thing, a break-in, kidnapping, and then they didn't realize, oh my gosh, this is somebody famous's mom type of thing.
To be honest, I don't know much about it. It just, as far as kidnapping somebody's mom, Shaquila, it seems strange to do a news person. That's all I'm saying.
It does. I mean, I watch a lot of true crime, and I can't figure this one out, but it's not for me to figure out. It is. I am like most people, though. I was captivated by how terrible, right?
And then just to live your life, go back to your job at some point.
Yeah. I think that's the worst part to me is that.
And it's not his job as a lawyer.
Yeah,
She's in front of the nation
expected
to be.
on camera. I can't imagine that. So
I'm sorry.
Yeah.
You're in a
So-
tough spot today, aren't you? She's feeling her feelings.
Is that how it usually goes? She just drops a bomb in a grenade,
I
pulls the
have-
pin, and walks away.
It's also usually like somehow I end up part of the interview as the interviewee and
Yeah.
not the interviewer.
I
so
really press
yeah.
her, but I don't think she's ever quite given me that look.
I wasn't ready for that one. I'm
Yeah,
not.
I always enjoy when people ask me about my mom and they don't know that she's a pastor. It's a long time, and my mom would laugh if I laugh.
I'm sorry about that.
I get my sense of humor from my mom. Trust me, she would laugh, and I always go, "No, she's dead." It would go.
See, this is what I said. I was like, I'm gonna mess with him a little bit because he's high energy. He's shooting hot dog cannons.
Right at people.
Yeah.
Sometimes
I bet
like,
you missed that.
100%. They used to every now and then go, "Hey, we're having an alumni night. Would you?" Yes. Can I control the can? Yeah, 100%. I'm shooting
Turning
cannons.
around. Is it now?
And which date? I'll clear it out. I have an interview with the president, but I'll clear it. I'm there.
So you grew up in, was it Berlin, Germany?
No,
Was it
they
small?
plus. It feels like Anna Maria Island, Florida. Same kind of
Okay,
thing.
where is that? Northeast?
No, west coast of Florida.
So the Gulf Coast.
Gulf Coast.
Where?
Across the bay from Tampa. Maybe go right across the bay, like get to one part of the island, you can see the Skyway Bridge.
Okay.
So when I was in third grade, my mom decided we are done with Michigan winters. She was done.
I love that.
And yanked us out. And so I went to fourth grade at Anna Maria Elementary School. And
Where were you prior in Michigan?
DeWitt.
DeWitt.
Yeah. My mom grew up in St. John's, and then, long story short, after high school, came back to Michigan to go to Ferris and then Michigan State, and then eventually got married and settled in St. John's. When I was working at Channel 10, lived in St. John's, which is where my family basically got its start. So it was kind of a full circle. And my family still has a restaurant there.
In St. John's.
Yeah, it was my grandparents' restaurant. They bought it in 57, sold it in 82, took it back over in 92. My brother and I went to work for them, my grandparents, to get it back on its feet so they wouldn't be, and they were retired by then. It was like a huge undertaking. So we went to help them out and get it restarted, and we thought they were just going to sell it. And then my brother decided he wanted to run it. And
Wow.
he took it
What
now.
kind of cuisine?
Kind of everything. The name gives it away, Roadhouse. So a little bit of everything, although they've worked really hard on kind of a rotating menu with some unique options. But it's Ryan's Roadhouse and maybe one day Zach's, because my nephew now is starting to take eggs.
Did you ever have a job there?
Oh, yeah. When we were working, when I was in college, I worked my way through college there. Running the bar. You said this weird crew that would take us to close on Monday nights, even though I would tell them over and over, you guys, I have an 8 a.m. Tuesday class. We were never open till 2 a.m. St. John's, little town.
Yeah.
The restaurant closes.
Like
the bar,
9:30.
30 minutes later. Maybe on a random Friday, somebody's there till 1. And then this crew on Monday nights would always come out. Here they come.
Were they like after their bowling league or something?
Yeah, I had something like that. And they would just get a kick out of keeping me there till 1:45 too. So bartending, yeah. So bartending, yeah.
To 8 a.m.
Mm-hmm. I never missed it.
What was your degree?
Broadcast journalism.
Okay.
Yeah. So what it was supposed to be.
So you always knew.
Yeah, I always wanted to, but it was always supposed to be sports. And then when I made that pivot to news, my dream went from being at ESPN to being at the Today Show. Didn't quite get that.
Well,
Still some time.
Mm-hmm.
Still some time.
I know you're what, late 30s?
Right? Thank you. That's right.
30 years left.
How dare you? 34.
Okay. Excuse me.
What else? What else?
Let's see.
She's like,
I
give it
usually
to me.
ask the travel questions. So you lived in Florida, you lived in Michigan, any other states?
No.
No?
Just Michigan and Florida. Yeah. That's weird. Traveled every state in between because we used to drive back and forth all the time, which is just, oh my gosh, what a hellish trip. Usually with either my grandparents or always my grandparents. Maybe even with my mom once. Did it in a U-Haul once to drive stuff up. And I remember one year going from Florida to Michigan. We had this is when you could do this, pre 9/11, 2 plane tickets. And my mom had to come up as well. And she was going to take a Greyhound bus.
Oh, wow.
I think I was 18. And I went, Mom, you shouldn't have to do this. You take my plane ticket. I'll take your ticket on the bus. Let me just do this. And my mom, as we established, has passed like many, many years ago. And I always felt I had unresolved issues when she passed about certain things. And then I look back on this, taking the bullet with the Greyhound. I go, yeah, she still owed me. This was the most nightmarish trip I've ever had in my life.
I mean, what an erect seat in a U-Haul to just be like, there's no getting comfortable.
No, but
in a
I
U-Haul.
imagine the bus ride was even worse.
Well-
Like I took a bus to Chicago once. I've never.
Horrible.
Oh my God.
The people around you. I was trying to read Magic Johnson's autobiography and I did. And meanwhile, a lady who was about 8 months pregnant behind me is doing shots of Jack with some guy who was, one of the extras from the Road Warrior. And I'm like, what circle of hell is this?
I've never been on a bus either. But someone close to me said that they were on a bus and a flea jumped on their eyebrow. And they were like,
Yeah.
there's not even any animals on this bus.
Yeah.
Oh.
You could smoke. People smoking.
Yes.
Buses. And you're like, what?
Are buses still that way? If I wanted to
No.
jump on a bus right now to go to
No.
Chicago, would it be?
I don't think so. Now I took the what was the bus called?
The Flyer?
Like, I can't remember, but they weren't $1, right? But it was super cheap, and
What was it to somewhere you wanted to go?
it was wherever it went. Like they would just have a certain amount of tickets.
Just
that
jump
were
on there 'cause it's
$1
a
or
buck?
whatever. Yeah. And this trip to Chicago, I think it was like $15. I went for New Year's. We got snowed in, so we didn't even do anything. Then I was trapped in Chicago for a certain amount of days because the bus wasn't running. Well, no, we didn't even leave. I visited one of my best friends lives in Chicago, still lives in Chicago. And I just went so that she didn't spend New Year's alone and got stuck there. Yeah.
See, now it's a funny story.
It is oh gosh, so many things went wrong and right on that trip. But yeah, yeah.
So, Jason, we're talking about buses now. I'm thinking about a face on a bus. I don't think I've ever seen your face on a bus, but your face has been places for a good amount of your adult life. What do you get? What's the lack of anonymity like for you? Is it? You seem like you're here and you're not like gonna do this again later for some cameras. Like you seem like you're happy being on.
Yeah.
And so is it fatiguing? Is it fun? Is it sometimes like, I just want to get the freaking bacon without someone talking to me?
No, that one's never bothered me.
Okay.
Only because it's my livelihood. And people that don't get that'll be with me. God, that must drive you crazy. I'm like, no, if no one is doing it, I'm
No one's watching.
Yeah.
But is it surreal to see your face on like a billboard or something, or to see commercials
Yes.
with you? Yeah.
Not commercials, because the promos, ever since I've been in TD, they do promos and stuff. But I did, we were on a billboard in Lansing once, and it was right above Omar's of all places.
Oh,
And I just remember, well, that's weird.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
And then I did an ad campaign for the library, and they put it on billboards. I was like, that's crazy.
were you pushing a millage?
No, it was just a campaign like, I
Go read a book?
Yeah, it was trying to get you to the library. I geek, whatever you like to do, and mine was making people laugh, even though I'm a news guy, oddly enough. But so yeah, billboards, weird. Maybe if it's more than just your local station, then yes. Sometimes you're calling, like if it's national TV or something. Like, oh yeah, like if my story gets picked up or something and run nationally, it's kind of like, oh.
What about the ugly side of it? Like, is there an ugly side for you of just everyone knowing your face?
I'm sure there is, but I just don't let it get me down. It's not that big a deal. I mean, if I was really that bothered by it, I'd go do something
If you're a
else.
degenerate gambler, something, right?
That is true. You do have to be careful.
Yeah.
Can't just wander into a strip.
Can't be punching people
Oh, right.
on the bus.
Yeah. Well, so that,
Sometimes.
well, right. I don't do that. But yes, here's a good example. Yeah. In traffic, when somebody does something and I'm like, crap, this guy's I can't get recognized because I just cut somebody off accidentally or whatever. So if someone would pass me, I'd just kind of do this and not show my face. But if I'm really angry at somebody and I'm like, this guy, are you serious? And I do the thumbs down.
You're not yelling out the window.
I did have a lady once who was, I couldn't figure it out. All of a sudden she wouldn't let me over. And I'm like, why is this lady not letting you over? And I'm like, so I'm like, all right, no big deal. I slow down. She slows down. Oh, I speed up. She sped up. This happened. Okay, whatever. So I don't know, I guess. But then I sped up, got over really quick. I'm like, this lady's nuts. And so I'm almost to work, and she pulls up, she follows me and goes up next to me. And I look, and she starts screaming. I go, lady, that was the meanest move I've ever seen anybody. And then she sent an email like to the station. I go, I don't know what this lady was yelling about. I said, I don't know if I did something miles behind and didn't realize it. Oh, sometimes I just disengage. But the other part about when you're talking about, like, I can't just go to the grocery store without getting recognized. It's funny. Sometimes no one recognizes you, and other times everyone does. But going back to my mom, growing up, her just superpower was that we would go to the grocery store, and by the time we were done checking out, she was best friends with the cashier, and that we didn't know. So that's always been my nature anyway.
So you make friends everywhere you go.
Yeah.
You like strangers.
I like to
Bartenders are probably like
besties
coming to family
How
events.
you doing? Love that.
Yeah.
Love your hair looks great. Love those glasses. Where'd you get that shirt? Yeah.
That's pretty symbiotic because there's probably people in your space that are not extroverted like that.
There are some, and I've worked with some who are just not, they don't want any of their business out there at all. And that's fine. But
I feel
There's
like
all types of people, right? One of your colleagues recently was featured on a Daily Show, right?
Darnell Blackford, our morning show traffic / security. He's a former officer, a police officer who does our traffic, but he can talk on safety issues and things. But they got him good.
It was good. It was a good. I actually know Darnell. I'm a Zeta.
Of course you do. He knows
He
everyone.
doesn't know everybody. But I saw the clip and it was hilarious. Like,
They call him Andre 1000.
yes. And something about he looks like he drives a hot air balloon. So on social, somebody has like superimposed him on a hot air balloon.
The line was, he goes, well, first of all, the whole premise was the Gordie Howe Bridge is opening, and MSP, like every other cop agency, sends out the most basic things to remember. Don't get out of your car.
Don't stop and take pictures.
And I was out field anchoring.
It is a beautiful bridge.
I was out field anchoring. And so I didn't really, sometimes I catch these things and I go, guys, let's pack it, let's use a little perspective, a little common sense with this. But whoever put it together did it, and Darnell read it almost very cop-like. And so the Daily Show goes, what was the version? He goes, don't get out of your car. And he comes back to the Daily Show anchor. And he goes, oh, don't get out of my car. Good to know. Hey, Andre 1000, what else you got for me? You went through some of these others or whatever. Why should I take advice on traffic from a guy who looks like he gets everywhere in a hot air balloon? He was wearing an orange coat that day.
Yes. And a bow tie.
Oh,
He looked very dapper.
Put a clip of that in here.
It
was good.
By the way, I just saw this question popped up somewhere again about most irrational fear, and you and I have answered this before, but I forgot a big one of mine is hot air balloons. Like, I would rather be in a submarine for the rest of my life than I would take a hot air balloon ride.
Been in a submarine. It's not great either.
Well,
I mean,
I'm making a point of distinction here, which is hot air. I would be curled up in the bottom, like. And what is the breaks here? Sandbag? Like, we get down by throwing heavy dirt off the side. When I see them, they're so adorable too. Like, actually, in my kids' room when they were little, I had some like paintings because they're so colorful. But I would be damned. This idea that people are up in there just floating around like, oh, we might go.
It's great until you read about the accidents and how it happens and people jumping. Right.
It's the most ludicrous thing in the world.
I did, the one time I was in a hot air balloon, it was for a story, and I did live shots while I was up there. And it wasn't, once you're up, it was great. It was fun. It was enjoyable. But beforehand, I'm like, okay.
Do you feel like, I also feel like you're just like bobbling around in a basket. Like, I don't know.
It was the sound of the, I can get like one of those.
I need more escape hatches and controls than
they have
air,
the ultimate
sand.
How are you on small planes or private jets, I guess?
Never been on a PJ. And I don't like the idea of small planes.
Every time you take off in that little thing, you're like, okay. Yeah. They say it's from 7 seconds to 20 seconds is when, once that's up, you're good to go. And I was like, okay.
I'm not sure about that. I rode on the state plane once, and it was not an experience I ever want to, like, you can fit maybe 9 people on there. You can't fit 9 adults on there. Like,
Ours was 12 comfortably out, but only 8 people were on it. Like,
Well, someone told me though that in aviation, this person was in aviation, and that like a lot of the planes in the fleets at like the flight schools now, the little ones have a parachute.
yeah.
So again, now you want to put a hot air balloon inside my airplane as my backup?
No, you're
Great.
out. You're out.
My point is,
It's good.
it's a great safety hatch for an airplane.
I think they were talking about like the 4-seater ones. Like,
Yeah.
I forgot the name.
There's like a row and then 2 in front.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And they were
And
like,
they
they were
have
talking about while we're in the air. Are we talking about crashing while we're up in the air? Please, please. But the whole.
But I would do one of those.
Yeah.
That. Sorry.
Yeah.
Okay.
They say, once you deploy it, the plane's ruined. I'm like, okay. You know, tell them a story about a guy who
Just fine.
didn't do it. And he goes, yeah, he didn't want to deploy. The pilot wouldn't deploy because he knew it would ruin the plane, blah, blah, blah. I go, well, what happened? Did he survive? They go, no, he died.
That's what insurance is for. That's what insurance is for.
Right.
Oh gosh. Okay.
Right. Well, if I use the brakes too much, I'll have to replace them.
Yeah. So I just rear end everybody.
Yeah. I just try to idle. And if it doesn't work out, it doesn't work out. Yeah. So I would get in a small plane with it. Why, you got a plane?
I just got way better looking, didn't I? No, I do. I don't know. Did I, Marshall? Let me invite you.
Been invited on a private jet.
That was the first.
Neither have I.
We need better friends.
Well, maybe I did get invited and I said no, thank you. Yeah.
Interesting.
Well, it was
Didn't want to be beholden.
perhaps.
There you go. And then wherever you are.
You are.
And with that company, that's the thing, right? Like women, we got to be like,
Yeah,
let me map this out.
You got to always have to your guards always got to be up.
It's more than just the plane ride, and then there's no thanks.
Expectations. And I get it.
Never been on a PJ.
But no.
I understand the concept of
So normally, sorry.
I was just gonna ask more about this golf trip. Like, where'd you go?
Northern Michigan.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, just up to like
Plane to Northern Michigan, for crying out loud.
You know what? Long story short, without using names, we had a normal group. Some guys dropped out this year, and one friend had another group of friends that he invited along, and one of them has a plane. He was like, you know what? Instead of meeting up there, we'll just take my plane. And everybody's like, cool, awesome. And I was kind of nervous. I'm like, turns out it was more than capable. And then we took that to, we played Bay Harbor. So it was kind of like the Bay Harbor area, Traverse Bay. But I think of the other city right there.
Boyne, Charlevoix, Petoskey.
Yeah, but
Harbor Spring.
One of the courses was it Boyne? Yeah, I think it was Boyne. So yeah, one of those courses. So it was like a Friday, went up on Friday, came back Sunday morning. And it was a 38-minute plane ride instead of a 5-hour drive. So thanks.
That's that circuit.
Nice.
That's like the tour day privilege up there. The golf circuit. We often play games just because when you get answers, I don't know, calling them games is weird. Exercises.
I think of them as like icebreakers, but not really icebreakers, but
I'm gonna smash
conversation starters.
Yeah.
Go.
Well, the reality is you get to know a lot about people when you ask weird questions. So
do you choose these questions ahead of time or are they random?
But Shaquila's in charge. I don't even know what this
Lindsay is usually in charge, so I never know what I'm gonna get.
Oh yeah, I'll throw her some
chocolate.
Yes.
I'll throw her
Sometimes
some
it's a
real
picture.
stuff.
Sometimes it's something that her
I
kids
diagnosed
have
her.
asked.
I did ink blot
Yes.
tests and gave her personality diagnoses.
We did. So this time I said I'll be in charge.
So you chose the questions ahead of time?
I did. Well, I got a game, so I don't even know what you're getting. It's called Debatable, and it is over 200 hypothetical fights. It's the battle edition. We're not really going to play the game the way it's supposed to be played because we don't have enough time for that. I'm going to throw out 2 scenarios, people, things. Each of you pick a side, and you make a statement in favor of.
Okay. Can we win? Is this?
We could.
I feel like I want to win, and I want to bet something on it.
I don't have a notebook, so I got to keep score. You got to keep.
You're just
going
to judge and who gives better.
Yeah. Well, we'll keep score with each debate. So I'm gonna randomly pick a couple of.
She's a gambler.
Yeah. Ooh, I'm trying to figure out. Do I want to? Oh, are y'all country fans? I'm gonna start there.
I'm all music fan.
But
Okay.
I could listen.
I
I can
feel
be
like-
whoever I
yeah.
need to be for
Let's
this game.
start
Okay,
with
that's the fun part.
I should be able to talk.
Garth Brooks versus Chris Gaines.
And we have to choose who
You
we're.
have to pick one, and you have to make a statement in favor of, and then
I'll
I'll
take
pick
Brooks.
one. Of course,
He always gets to
See,
choose.
No, we'll take turns. So
Okay.
you get Chris Gaines.
Okay, you go first.
All right.
So I just make a statement as in
An argument on why in
Why
a
Garth-
battle who
Why
would
Garth
win
Brooks is
or-
better?
Yeah, yeah. So
Well, he's better.
Yeah.
He's the all-time leading seller of music in country music history. Maybe all music.
Ooh.
Trying to think.
he
Chris
has
Gaines, I can barely name a song. Please. This is like,
So that's your argument.
That's
He's
your
the best of. He's the GOAT. The end.
he's the GOAT, all-time entertainer of country music.
I'd say Chris Gaines.
He now owns a part of the island I grew up on. That's how rich he is now. I actually interviewed him. Told him,
rich.
I said, hey, the first 2 CDs I ever owned were you are too part of. Remember, you could buy 13 CDs for a penny or a dollar or whatever it was, Columbia House. 2 of them were Garth Brooks. And he goes, thanks, you sent my kids to college.
Yes.
Well, I think I'm going to opt for being a little bit more specific about why Chris Gaines is better. First paraplegic guitar player in the U.S. to be on tour this year. Also, he
That's in his band or it's him?
no, it's him, and he he was actually raised by a family of giraffes. South
That
Africa.
I did know.
Yeah.
Yes.
Didn't have any human contact till he was 7, 8 years old.
Right.
you know,
That part I
I'm
did know.
sitting here and I'm like, is it Chris Gaines?
I've never
Garth
heard of
Brooks.
Chris Gaines.
He's Garth Brooks's alter ego. When
Well,
he
yeah, that's
decided
right.
to do rock. Why am I the person that
No,
knows
but this is a good. I just think you got to be convincing. And did I sell?
That
he
was convincing.
special?
Hey, you did that at the beginning when you were asking my last name or how to say it.
Yeah.
And I was like, I just need to not know.
That's actually really good.
Yeah, you fooled me at least twice now.
I was like, wait a minute, what? Okay.
This
you
is
win.
the exercise. Is
You
making
win.
a good argument.
All right, make
Don't
a-
just say why he's rich and
That's true.
awesome.
Okay.
Number 1 record seller of all time.
Okay,
Which would be my argument.
that's a data
Yeah.
point.
Donna's with.
That's the data point.
All right. I like that. All right.
Forgot about the alter
Ooh.
ego.
This is a good one. Crocodile Dundee versus Dog the Bounty Hunter. Who do you have in
Dog.
the matchup? Dog.
Crocodile Dundee.
Okay. All right, Lindsay.
I'm gonna get personal. One time I was at a PF Chang's, and in walks Dog the Bounty Hunter. Beth, the kid, the whole entourage sat directly in front of me for an hour and a half. Beth the doll, rest in peace. I don't know. And he went out to smoke out the back door, no less than
Dog was a smoker.
no less than 11
Shocking.
times in 90 minutes. Never smoked me, but I freaking love that guy.
Yeah.
And that's just, he's dear to my heart. And also, we were at PF Chang's together and he got to go out the back door to smoke. And so that is my answer.
That's your okay. Crocodile Dundee.
I call bull on that.
You call oh.
No way Dog the Bounty Hunter goes to PF Chang's. No way.
He's a dive bar.
I got
guy,
a
you
picture.
think?
I would.
I got a picture of his mullet, which I heard you were going for a mullet.
I will make my case for Crocodile Dundee because we ran into him in New York one time when we were visiting. And as we're kind of following him around and we're coming around this corner and these street toughs came upon us.
What's a street tough?
A street tough, like a
A
hoodlum.
rough. Oh, a
And he
hooligan.
comes
A
up.
ruffian.
And they were asking for a light and everybody goes, like what? And he like pulls out a lighter and he goes, now give me your wallet. And we're like, oh my God, give me your wallet. You're from out of town. You're from Australia. This is New York. And he goes, that's not a knife. Or he goes, that's a knife. And he pulls out
what?
his knife and it's like this long.
This is bullshit.
Yeah, I'm recreating this. See, this is from the movie.
I was gonna ask, did they both have on leather vests when you met them? That was my question.
Not a
Yes.
knife.
Yes. He was
He
in a
did.
leather vest.
He was wearing
100%
So
over a
this-
longer. Yes.
Yeah.
I got a picture of him from the back. Again, the mullet was gleaming.
Yeah, he's got the mullet of all.
But Beth was a doll.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah, that's right.
TV Dr. Cage match. Who do you have? Dr. Phil or Dr. Ruth?
Dr. Ruth.
Oh.
We're going to talk about the penis and the vagina. Now, don't be embarrassed. When someone says they're having a little problem, you can fix this just by the communication.
That's my argument.
Offline, I'm going to make some commentary about that.
First of all, I can do a Dr. Phil as well.
Okay.
Now, if you're going to hold everybody in your family hostage and go up on that ledge every time something happens in your life that you don't like, I'm going to say finally, you know what? Go jump. Jump. Because people are not going to respect you if you just keep doing this in your life. What do you want to do?
We're going Jason v. Jason on this one.
I was gonna say
And
Jason would.
I'm going Dr.
Jason-
Phil.
So I think wait, if we go back to the score, we are probably am I gonna go with Jason on Crocodile Dundee? I think
She wins on dog.
you went on
But his
yes.
creativity was good
The
there.
creativity was good. So we are probably 2 Lindsay, 1 Jason.
Her creativity on Chris Gaines probably was
Yeah,
pretty good too.
that's what
if you're going to give me
so that's the
creativity out of
two.
Crocodile, you have to take it on Chris Gaines.
Yeah, no, she has the 2 on Dog and Chris Gaines. You have the 1 on the cage match.
Is she going to get both points?
He gets Ruth.
Points,
Okay,
okay.
you could have 2 for that.
Because it was only 1 point.
You
It
did
was
2
one
impressions,
question.
so you could have a.
See if there's anything about Dick Vitale, like Trump and other presidents. I could do all those
Oh
impressions.
yeah.
Oh gosh.
You know, it's a great podcast.
I'm
It's pretty good.
more-
It's not great, but it's okay.
That's
And a lot of people
exactly
tell me
right.
Mine is actually better. I have people that tell me that.
It probably is better.
I believe it.
I'm trying to decide between a Jolly Green Giant card or Ron Burgundy.
Oh, come on.
We're gonna
Girl,
go with
Sing with, you got an anchor man here.
that's true. Oh, you're right. Ron Burgundy versus Maroon 5. Get it? It's the
Versus
colors.
Maroon.
Yes.
Oh,
The
colors.
colors. The colors.
Maroon
just
and
like-
Burgundy.
Well,
Just like-
now
Well, you're gonna be Ron Burgundy.
you're gonna be Ron.
And if,
Burgundy.
by the way, if every damn one of these is an impression, I'm gonna lose. I might start trying a few, but I'm not gonna win. But you go ahead.
Totally.
I have a lot of leather-bound books, and well, I'm just going to say that people know me. And perhaps when I go home and, you know, to my apartment, which smells of rich mahogany, you just kind of reflect on being the anchor of San Diego, which translates literally to a whale's vagina. Yeah.
He got vagina in 2
Two.
answers in a row.
Yes, he did.
So
Yes.
Oh my God.
I don't know if that's the merits.
This is not good. Trying to win ratings on a morning show legitimately.
You
This is
could have-
going to hurt.
you could have gotten some more colorful burgundy quotes in there. You know,
I know.
Like, you
he
ate a
did get
whole wheel of
mahogany
cheese
in there.
and-
Yeah.
Milk was a bad choice.
how now brown. I love his warm ups. How now brown cow. Maroon 5. Well, you know how your family was like, we want him to be called JJ. This guy, Maroon 5's mom, was like, we want you to be like the most mediocre, mid, whiny,
Adam Levine?
2000s tattooed singer of all time.
Hot take
That
alert.
is a hot take.
Well, anyways, it was very important to his family for him to embody mediocrity of quasi rap.
So how
Quasi
many
rock
5
pop
albums
music.
do you have?
I don't never first of all, I wasn't allowed to listen to anything that wasn't Christian music. So I didn't have any albums. Maybe a little country.
Sunday morning was our, what's 9/11/5?
There, to be honest, there's a couple songs I like.
Moves like
Never Gonna
Jagger,
Leave This Bed.
Sugar.
Never Gonna Leave This Bed.
Songs About Jane is a great album.
So
The
yeah,
whole
that one is.
Uh,
It was
one
good.
that's,
When I was getting divorced, there was one I just lived on. Right? Oh, there was one that spoke to me on that album. I can't remember.
Then the one that's you and I no. See, they all kind of sound like that.
Yeah, yeah.
The ones. What was the Sunday morning? This
Sunday
is
morning,
morning.
yeah.
I always love that one.
This is about
See? Okay, see, I feel like, oh gosh, I guess I'm gonna give it to you on Ron Burgundy
Yeah, it was
because of
was
your
there-
hot take
That was
on.
basically a softball.
It was. It
Yeah.
was.
Let's
Mm.
give us some. Let's
I'll
give
take
it something out of genre.
We
gonna be
will.
good.
Well, this one might lead to another
Fights? Fist
impression,
fights? That's okay. By me or him.
well,
I feel like I need a shot or something. I'm gonna do an
I
impression.
know this does feel like this is not going the way I thought it would, but meatloaf with a meatloaf or Martha Stewart with a nice stew.
Oh.
I know. That's why I'm like, it's going off the rails. Okay, wait.
and we take it and it's a fight.
Yeah. Or Martha Stewart with a nice
Who would
stew.
win in a fight? I'm going Martha.
I'm going Martha too.
This lady
Because
has been
only one
to
of 'em-
prison.
Yeah.
Well, I gotta say, I agree. I can't win this because Meatloaf with an Uzi loses to Martha Stewart without anything.
Yeah.
She's
She's a cold bitch.
as my daughter would say, she's a
In the best way. In the
No,
best
yeah.
way, yeah.
As a
I'm a
bad
fan.
bee.
All right. Well, Lindsay wins with Martha Stewart. Uh-oh. Wait, I lost count.
Sorry,
It's 2,
I'm always tallying everything,
3.
especially when it comes to.
she's gonna take the win no matter.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well,
Mm. I
we'll
don't know.
see.
Okay, now I need
I
a
want
good
a
one.
$10 scratch off lottery.
Oh.
ticket.
You never go to the
Verbs.
station.
Okay, this is
Ooh.
gonna be the last one.
Oh, really?
No, you want to keep going?
I
Let's
want to
keep going. I got
keep
lots.
trying this.
Verbs as names in a cage match. Sting versus Slash.
I'll take the Slash.
Okay.
Well, first of all, I'm cranking out good music, number one. And number two, a Slash always beats a Sting, no matter what. If
Ooh.
I
Does it, though?
slash something, when is this?
Okay.
Okay.
Crocodile Dundee. You're thinking of a Midwestern bee. How about a scorpion?
Yeah.
How about a freaking stingray?
What if that Stingray's tail is slashed off?
Oh. Very good point.
It's coming at you.
Because you know what?
Crocodile Hunter is what
Crocodile Dundee?
because he took a sting right to the.
Just to say, was deaded by a stingray. So
R.I.P. There was, I know.
It's not too soon.
Sheila's sensitive today.
Still,
I'm
I
pushing
am.
her. I'm pushing her
I
envelope
have a lot of
today.
feelings today.
But you know what? Can we say about insults that are verbs that are instead of
Names.
my grandpa and my dad? If somebody's really bad, they were a puke, dirty
Oh.
puke,
Oh,
and it was usually
oh,
when we're yelling at the TV.
Actually, we call them Democrats now. I took the B off. A lot of people don't know that dumb is spelled with a D. I took that off and put the U in there, and now it's Democrats.
Dirty-
and
dirty-
before you come at me with whatever, hey, news guy doesn't like, those are his exact words. I'm just
Oh,
doing the
yeah,
impression
yeah.
using his.
That's right.
Impressions.
This is not about
And he
politics.
didn't even have to talk about.
Yeah.
You didn't even have to say a
The other
genital
word.
in that one.
Yeah.
Thank you.
I'm just trying to find.
I don't
good one.
normally usually go straight to genitalia.
Really. All right.
I'm gonna switch it up.
Yep.
Winner in a
There.
spelling bee: Matthew McConaughey or Zach Galifianakis. Who do you got? Who do you got?
Well, all right, I guess I'll take McConaughey. The toughest part of that is all right. Try to spell my own name. That'd be MCC. O U N, maybe 2 N's. Does anybody have a hacky sack that we can play with? Come on. I don't know. Is an EY maybe in there? I don't know.
I like it.
I
like
can't.
it. You can't even spell Galifianakis. I know.
I mean, he's definitely losing. I love Between Two Ferns. So that's
Still great.
actually,
And
I
then
would
he's
like to
never
do a
done-
Between Two Ferns version of this show where we just total horseshit.
Yes.
It's a little roasty. Actually, that's what I was maybe trying to say. Like I was going,
Why wouldn't we do it like that?
but I think you would be a
Should've been.
great guest for a Between Two Better Than
Yes.
Average Between Two Ferns
I think it would be great.
spin-off.
And I would throw a question back. I did some research and it says that you're a very private person that doesn't like to talk about yourself. This is a 2-part question. Is that true? And how old were you when you got your first period?
Right.
That was a question for Breeders.
Yeah.
And she immediately, like,
They're like,
this is
so your parents divorced, that was obviously because of you, right?
yeah.
Those
Yeah.
are the type of questions.
Okay.
Tiffany had as she had on it. He goes, you once lived in your car. Is there a downside to that, or is it
Yeah.
everything?
Have you ever actually read a script before you agreed to do a movie?
Who was that for?
Wow.
Tiffany added it.
I don't remember, but
Yeah, those are good. I like watching the outtakes.
they're amazing. The whole things are like 5 minutes long too.
Yeah.
We just crank out.
Yeah.
Okay.
We should try that soon.
All right.
We should try that. Let's see. Maybe I'll end it on the Jolly Green Giant or Godzilla.
I mean, you don't want Godzilla automatically? I forget.
I don't know enough about this green giant.
I don't know this Green Giants fellow.
Honestly, does he sell peas or something? Like, what is he
all
about?
the
Green beans?
vegetables, including spinach.
He's never been in a fight.
So he's just a big green person that pushes vegetables. Probably.
Big guys fall
He
hard.
might be stronger than Godzilla.
Really?
Because of all of
Godzilla's
this.
got a lot.
There's a Popeye.
Got a lot of
spinach
fighting
kind a
experience. He's taken on King Kong. He takes on Mothra. Those are the two movies
If we're
I
gonna
know.
spin this and be like a vegan versus paleo, like I'm going paleo all day. I don't think I would eat Godzilla, but if I had to eat only one of those two characters was the only thing I could live on and eat for the rest of my life, I want to eat Godzilla.
Yeah.
Where are you on that?
Yeah. If I
I only
It's definitely taken a turn that I didn't
Yeah.
anticipate. But okay. Now you're thinking about
if I only that's a
yeah,
that's
I'm
answer
a
to
non
me.
cannibal. I'll take the Godzilla.
Godzilla because he's an
Godzilla.
animal instead
You're
of
gonna
a
eat-
human giant.
Or do you mean the giant himself or the products he sells?
No, if I have to just tomorrow, I get the corpse of a green giant or the corpse of Godzilla,
Yeah.
fresh, where we would have to harvest the meat quickly, store it, flash freeze it, etc. A lot of freezing capacity needed. I'm gonna eat Godzilla if that's the only option. Yeah, I'm not gonna
Is
eat that green.
Godzilla a lizard? Do we think? Is that lizard?
shoot. Well, I guess I'd have to. I was thinking it was more of like a mean bear, or what is he?
Oh, I don't.
Is there an option
Is it a
where I
monkey?
can go to Southwest and get
changing.
this burrito?
That's no longer my last question. Britney Spears with an actual spear or Megan Thee Stallion on an actual stallion? That's our closing question. That's our closing fight.
Oh God.
Maybe selling all the way. Yeah. Brittany is in no state to be a fighter.
Listen, she's so crazy.
Oh, this might have not been the right last question.
She's so
Here we go.
But Brittany with a spear, I feel like, Megan Thee Stallion is probably like 7 inches taller. So just her
And
wingspan.
she's fiery. She's feisty.
Yeah.
Listen,
I'm with
she's gonna
you.
win in a fight. But in terms of, I don't really know what Brittany's bringing to the table, actually.
I mean, fierce dance moves.
I mean, just when you
nostalgia.
think that she can't get nuttier,
Okay.
she consistently levels up. I mean,
I
I will still.
I struggle with Britney slander. I
Oh
still do.
my God.
I mean,
She's offended by everything I'm saying today. Everything. But when I will still watch an entire 3-minute reel of her doing like
I do. Although
some weird thing, and she's like in a bathing suit in her kitchen, and there's like garbage behind her, and she's like, like, what is happening?
it's a draw for me because I love Megan Thee Stallion too. I'm a big fan of
Well,
both.
I like them both.
I'm gonna call this game a draw because I stopped counting at some
yeah.
point. But I also feel
But I
like you
still
both
get a tour of the
made.
station.
Of course. The pod.
We did discuss. Yeah.
Do you have to show me all the boring stuff though? Like I don't
Go straight to the studio or just most people just want to see the studio?
No, we're gonna.
I
I would like to be.
I've been to a TV studio at least twice.
Yeah. Well, then you've seen it all. You
Well,
haven't been to Channel 4.
I have not been to Channel 4. I was
Local 4, WDIB.
I was
South
on
End.
WXYZ. I was the brightest and best. I was a valedictorian many years ago.
Oh.
So
Yeah,
Congrats. Did you get to meet anybody?
I did.
What year was
Her
this? Let me see who you
overachiever
got.
is showing today. By the way,
Bill Bonds? No, he was gone
He
then.
was gone by then.
But Diana Lewis, did you get to meet
It
Diane?
was. It was. And they did the picnic thing. Back then they used to film because they had all the valedictorians there at the same time. And so I met Diana Lewis. I can't remember who else, but I remember thinking like she was really tiny. Like
Guy Gordon would have still
Guy Gordon would have been there. I did meet Guy Gordon. You gotta say names because now it's been so long ago. I don't
Steve
fully
Garagiola
remember.
wasn't there then, but he
No.
was a few years before. He has a really funny Bill Bonds story because Bill Bonds was legendary, and not crazy, wild.
Yeah.
Drink like Guy Gordon. This is true. And I think he's probably told this publicly. Because I worked with Guy at Channel 4. He said he would be on call until 10:45 every night in case Bill Bonds got too drunk to do the news. Yeah.
I believe
Every
I
it.
love.
night.
But you know what I love? Someone's good enough that they still get to
He
keep their
was
job.
amazing.
Might just be too drunk to work
I
that day.
mean-
And
But
you
that was
still
like
gonna keep
classic
them around.
Anchorman days.
It
You could
That's
do
the
anything.
status you want.
I mean, Bill Bonds is a legend for a reason, right? Like
In the paper.
you watch the news. He got into a verbal altercation with Coleman Young, and it was in the
He's
paper
like the Brooks
about
Patterson of the news. Or something.
Oh,
Yes.
but not as
But the-
not racist.
No, not
Yeah,
awful.
He
yeah.
was had a thing and on the front page, we call it the bonzo meter, and it was about what he did the day before. Sometimes he would go,
He's uncancelable. You get to
Couldn't
maybe
cancel.
that couldn't happen nowadays, but to be uncancelable, that's
Yeah,
this elite
like-
there was
status.
a crazy story about how he started a fight in the Birmingham Country Club once over a woman, cheers
remember
flown,
this.
old school,
Yes.
like out of the West,
Table
bar fight,
flipping.
everything broken, was banned from there.
I just one
There
more
are
question.
legendary Bill Bond stories. Like if you grew up in Detroit in the 80s, probably 70s because he was, but the 80s and 90s, like, yeah.
And yet somehow Anchorman was based on Mort Krim.
Then
It was
Bill Bond.
Bill
Yeah.
Bond. So
yeah.
I have no idea.
One quick question. Hi, if the moon was spare ribs, would you eat?
It's a simple question, Doctor. Answer yes, and we'll move on.
But would you?
I would put barbecue sauce all over it and finish it off with an ice cold Budweiser. Comes with. See, did you notice I do the Will Ferrell Harry Caray as well as the actual Harry
Yes,
Caray?
that was what I was trying to channel. Hi,
Hi!
hi.
Hi!
Not note.
We're gonna send you some clips.
Yes. Thank you.
What a
This was
joy.
wonderful.
We'll see you back between two cacti.
Yes, we have that right. And that's almost straight in the pictures behind you. The whole time I wanted to go over there and just
Think.
there.
All right.
Well, it's
Nope,
better.
nope.
Better.
The three behind you looked a little like hot air balloons, and I was kind of
That's why you channel
Triggered. yeah. All right, thank you, Jason.
Pleasure.
And it's Colthorp, Colthorpe. It's pronounced Colthorp.
No E.
Whatever. You got it.
I was almost going to give her cash and prizes, and then,
I don't get to go in the cash grab machine anymore.
ladies, my pleasure.
Thank you so much. You're the best.